Hey everybody, Hunter here with SW Marine in Palo, Iowa. Today we're going to do a video walkthrough on a couple of custom duck boats that we built here over the winter for a couple of customers up in Wisconsin. We've got a pair of 2270 Alwelds powered by 150 Mercuries with the Drake Supermagnum blind. One of the things that I'll start out with here, guys, is tell you a little bit about our process here. We typically like to our preferred way to do this is to sell whole boat motor trailer packages and include the blind, build it all together for you. We've gotten really good over the years. We've sold a lot of these packages, and we know how to order the boats custom to get them to be set up to accommodate our blinds. We can do this on Alwelds. We can also do it with Excels. We can power them with both Mercury and Yamaha. Typically, we like to get our boats on order in late summer. That way we can have the boats here to build them in our winter months. Typically, our blind fabrication takes place somewhere between December and March. All right, so now we're up in the blind, guys. We'll talk about this particular configuration. These customers opted for the Drake Supermagnum series. This is what a lot of people refer to as the Odessa Style blind. So it's a stepped high-low configuration here where you have a high profile that allows our customers to sit completely underneath the high profile side. So you can see when you're down in a hunting position here, you're going to be completely covered, and the low profile side is where you're going to be doing your gunning. This configuration allows our customers to be completely out of the weather when the conditions are getting kind of nasty out there for you. It also, we take a lot of pride in building these blinds. They're all aluminum construction, all welded, and we believe that we have the most comfortable and warmest duck blinds on the market. One of the other features here, the standard features of a Drake Supermagnum blind, is that you've got decoy bins on the front bow deck here. You've got a huge, spacious decoy bin on the port side, and then a lower profile side decoy bin. A lot of people will use this for a propane cylinder, and then they'll hard pipe their lines to their heaters within their boats as well. You can see that this has got a front door on it as well to close off when you're hunting to keep the wind out. These customers actually opted for a custom bow enclosure here. So this just folds up and sits on here. That allows the dog to hunt off the front bow deck, be completely covered up, keep the ducks from seeing him. And then you can see they've also got the optional big man ladder that hangs off the front of the boat. We do have the optional dog ramp for that as well. So that way if the dog's hunting off the front of the boat, he can jump on that step on the bottom of the ladder and easily get back up into the boat. One of the other differences between an SW Marine blind and what everybody else is doing is we have this driver's hatch on the low profile side, so it doesn't impede with your hunting space on the high profile side. And then you can be up here, drive at the front bow deck, have a nice comfortable driving position, and be able to operate the boat safely. All right, so now that we're up inside, give you guys a quick tour here. This blind has the optional rear wall. This completely closes you off, keeps all your heat in and the wind out. Does have a rear door to get access to the engine compartment there. You'll see on the high profile side, this is empty here. These customers have opted not to have a bench. We do build custom benches that also double as storage for you. Down here you'll see we have optional shelving that is welded into the boat, or into the blind, excuse me. They did an optional rod box from Alweld, and then a custom cabinet here with some shelving to be able to keep their belongings up off the ground, high and dry and safe. This is a 5-hole configuration. You saw the boat completely closed up in one of the earlier shots. You'll see here, these are the spacers. What this does is it creates a shooting hole for your hunting partners. It keeps people distanced, and then also when your guns are resting on the rail, it will keep your guns from sliding over, falling over, and creating a safety issue within the blind. So not only do we want to keep our customers comfortable, but safety is a big priority for us as well. All right, so on the back of the boat here, guys, we had talked about this just a minute ago. These are powered by Mercury 150 Pro XS outboards. These customers opted for an Atlas jack plate, a hydraulic jack plate. You can see here in the back of the boat, this engine is plumbed into a built-in fuel tank. This is behind the rear wall, so it's out of the way, and you have access here. One of the other neat options that these customers opted for is an engine compartment light. So you can switch that on and see what you're doing early in the morning or after you get done hunting at night to be able to get more fuel in the boat. That is an option that you can add above and beyond the electrical package. The blind electrical package is an onboard charging system, a pair of recessed driving lights. They're Rigid Industry LED lights. They're the brightest lights that we know of on the market. And all of the wiring and everything is switched at the console, run through aluminum conduit and welded to the frame. It's also got the onboard charger, which has remote access in the back of the boat in the splash well here. One of the other options on the exterior of the blind we'll highlight here is the vegetation rails. This customer opted for the vegetation rails. These are welded onto brackets and then attached to the frame. This makes for a great way to attach natural vegetation or even artificial grass or anything like that, however you want to camouflage the boat. We can also do vegetation wire as well. It's just up to the customer what they'd like to decide to do. All right, so that wraps up our video walkthrough tour of the Super Magnum blinds. We're really excited about showing you guys these boats and what we can do. Give us a call, we'll get you set up. Our phone number is 319-851-3825.